What's up, everybody? Thanks for checking out the video. I want to talk today about Zhilei Zhang, particularly, is he being ducked? Okay, so from Boxing Scene here, it says Zhang advisor on Hearn Joshua. They want nothing to do with Zhang. They're so avoiding him. Okay, a representative for Zhilei Zhang doesn't have high hopes that his charge will ever get to square off against Anthony Joshua. China's Zhang is coming off a rousing third-round knockout of Joe Joyce in their rematch last month that was more definitive than their first encounter in April, which ended with Zhang stopping Joyce in the sixth round. The two consecutive wins over a once highly regarded contender have made the Chinese southpaw a hot commodity these days within the heavyweight ranks. After the win over Joyce, Zhang immediately called out Tyson Fury, the WBC champion, to a showdown. That matchup, however, will not materialize anytime soon since Fury has a scheduled fight with Francis Ngannou on October 28th, followed by a showdown with Alexander Usyk for the undisputed heavyweight championship. Zhang's second most desirable option is a take on London's Joshua, a former titleist and one of the biggest stars in British sports for the past decade. But according to Terry Lane, a co-manager for Zhang, Joshua nor his handlers, chiefly his promoter Eddie Hearn of Matchroom, have any interest in that fight. Eddie knows, Lane said on the YouTube channel of G Funky Boxing. Put the contract in front of us. We'll sign it right this second to fight AJ. We'll sign it right this second. We could do it in China. We could do it in Saudi Arabia. We could do it in the UK. We have multiple options. The money's there. This is what we want to do. I know their side, no matter what they say publicly, they want nothing to do with this fight. They want nothing to do with Zhang Zhilei. They're so avoiding him. But listen, that's the fight we want. Zhang, who has 2 fights remaining with Queensberry Promotions, was previously promoted by Hearn's Matchroom, but they parted ways after Zhang dropped a disputed decision to Filip Hrgovic last August. Lang has suggested the likes of Joseph Parker and Luis Ortiz for Zhang's next fight. Hearn has indicated that Joshua could return to the ring in December. So I thought this was interesting here. You don't hear anybody mentioning Zhang's name in terms of who they want to fight, right? You see guys like Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury and Andy Ruiz, talking about all these guys. I haven't heard one of them mention Zhang. I mean, talk about an untapped boxing market. If they could get into China, I mean, you're talking crazy numbers that could be done there. Okay, potentially, right? Imagine Tyson Fury going to China and fighting this guy. It would be a massive event. Okay, I would love to see it. I hope it happens. Now, Zhang is already 40 years old. Okay, so time is not on his side. Okay, he doesn't. Which I think at this point he would take a fight against anybody. I don't think Zhang is ducking anybody at this point. I think he's got a year or two to really capitalize on these 2 Joe Joyce wins and make as much noise as he can, because like I said, time is not on his side. Okay, he turned pro when he was, I believe, 31, so he got a really late start to professional boxing. Okay, but I mean, any of those fights would be interesting. Joshua, Fury, Wilder, Andy Ruiz. I know this article mentions Joseph Parker or Luis Ortiz, which, I mean, okay. I mean, in the meantime, if he takes on one of those guys and then sometime next year is able to get a bigger fight, I'd be all for it. I mean, it would be really interesting to see what this guy can do in the next couple of years, because I don't know that he beats Tyson Fury. I don't know that he beats Wilder or any of these guys, but he's definitely a problem for all of them, okay? And he's definitely going to have a chance against any of them. I mean, this guy put Joe Joyce to sleep, a guy who had a really good chin, okay, in his amateur and professional career, and this guy just iced him like nothing, okay? So I really want to see this guy in a big fight, but nobody wants it at this point, okay? So somebody in Saudi Arabia or somebody in China, I guess, is going to have to make one of these guys an offer that they can't refuse. So anyways, let me know what you all think. And as always, we'll see you on the next one.